The wild cards are on though, Lordo. You reckon there's some teams that can cause some friction in the finals?
I reckon that there's a couple like Saints are just scratching the line. The Collingwood Footy Club, they're just limping but getting some players back, Cornesy. But I want to bring you in here. This Western Bulldogs midfield, how deep it bats. And we take a look at some of their highlights at the moment, just how deep they go. You've got Bont, Bailey Smith, Liberatore, Hunter, McRae, Dunkley. If they can get Norton starting to clunk some marks...
He looks dangerous.
Yeah, he does look dangerous, and Bruce doing a little bit more. Do you think they lack for much?
Well, maybe just Team English would be my concern there. He does get monstered when he comes up against the big rucks. He's serviceable around the ground, but it's at the stoppages where he struggles. That's why they've used Dunkley and Bruce at times. But yeah, they want for nothing in the midfield, and I think they can really do some damage. We saw what they did against West Coast 2 games ago, but unfortunately they haven't got over the hurdle of the great sides this year. So they've lost to the likes of Geelong and Richmond and Port Adelaide, and that's probably they're going to finish about where they deserve.
And the carpet ride was this time last year, and they've been on 2, one before, which won a flag. So no one wants to run into them in the bottom of the 8, do they? No, they Caleb Daniels in good nick.
Yeah, I think we're seeing one of the best kicks the game's ever seen, Cara.
Caleb Daniel.
And Caleb Daniel. And we talk about that's on the right foot, a bullet pass. So there's on the right foot. This was on the left, weighting the ball to the big ruckman Tim English. So left foot, right foot. This one, he doesn't dart this one. This one is weighted to the favoured side of a forward. Cannot ask for any more than that. And then this one, the reading of the play is exceptional, and then on the run, straightens himself up and kicks the goal. So there's not too many other players who have the exquisite skills of him, as I said, of all time, with how well he is using that footy, Hutch.
They might get the Eagles in week 1 if everything fell that way. And the Eagles have not yet peaked either.
Kane, I was listening to Adam Simpson during the week, and they said to him, how can you fix your inside 50s? And he just said, Nick Naitanui coming back.
And it's fair too. He's the biggest weapon in football, I reckon, because of the 6 and 6 at centre bounce and the ease to score with even numbers forward of the ball. The Eagles, if they're down by 5 goals with just before three-quarter time, they know that they can come back on the back of this guy's dominance. Now, no opposition team has been able to combat this from the centre bounce. So I still argue you can give me Dangerfield and Martin, and they're all great, Bontempelli, big game players, but Nick Naitanui, the biggest weapon in the game right now.
It's a big decision by Mark McGowan to lift that border restriction or give the exemption to the AFL in just a 1-week quarantine going into the finals, not 2. So, yeah, someone's going to go... almost certainly have to go over and play West Coast in Perth.
That'll be a logistical nightmare. You talk about logistics, getting in and out for a week in Western Australia, but just the one final, of course, the way, unless anything drastic happens, just a one. In fact, it'll be one final no matter what happens.
Yep.